noted social media abuse what happens again and again. For example, sharing information or news that is not true and usually called hot. A lot of social media users is very affected by hot because they can't filter the information or news that is not true and might slander and react. Not only hate speech is one of social media abuse. Did you feel that? Well, social media is very easy to use, right? I know you did. We can know anything, even about naughty lifestyle. Actually, not people lifestyle is the most common that to talk about hate speech. Why? A lot of social media, basically, people give hate speeches to others. They create good humanity satisfaction to correct others to be better. I agree for that. But maybe sometimes people forget they encourage other people to be better with their very media. The limit of the kindness of each person is different and cannot be equality. Even about another people. From the problems that I was already telling you, we can conclude that social media is the place where users are easy to get and access anything they want to know more fast and easier. Okay, basically, I believe that social media users always communicate something smells like house with hate speech. No, surely no. Here I want to describe how it gets cause hate speech and social media abuse. Meanwhile, first, we have to be careful in filtering information or news that was spread in social media. We start from the truth. We have to make sure that the information or news is true and for the great character or instruction. Second, we have to be smart in consuming the information or news in social media. Do not let us to get affected by information or news looks like hoax and hate speech. No, surely no. Remember, we can use social media as easy as we can touch others. Just because we're different, either because of different perspectives or different opinions. And the last is, let's make our life to the better. Let's make our life true and to the better.
And the last is, let's start our life with new view and use of social media. Ulangi dari and the last.
And the last is let's make our life with new views and use of social media. For example, like
Make better rule, purpose, and benefits of social media.
Make better rule, purpose, and benefits of social media.
Ulangi dari yang the last.
And the last is let's start our life with new view our life social media. Let's make better. Let's make our life with new view and use of social media. Why don't we make social media better? There is more positive activity we can do for better social media. For why don't we like social media share about tips of life positive activity or motivation videos or quotes and many more we can share. Why don't we do that? Let's start from now. Let's make positive activity to make others and be inspired. Let's start from now. Let's make positive activity to be impacted. And I'm sure it will already start to make other people inspired. Once again, I want to tell you, by doing some positive. Let's do other people will be affected, and I'm sure if you already get some positive in using social media. That's all from me. Once again, I hope it will be useful for us. Thank you for it. Let's do.
Waalaikumsalam.
Let's do and get some positive when you're using social media. That's all from me. I'm Natalia from I hope it will be useful for us.
On this occasion, I would like to give my speech about what contributes can the youth make for the better and greater of Indonesia. Tuh kan dia youth mulu Miss.
Youth.
Youth bukan youth.
Youth. Youth.
Yes.
Ya benar.
Jangan youth juga. Youth.
Youth. Ladies and gentlemen, youth is a figure who always led to change. Change in order of life in an era are more or less influenced by the role of youth. Do you still remember what happened on 28 October 1928? Yes, the youth is gathered and pledged or promised wholeheartedly to strengthen the unity of Indonesia. This pledge is known as the Youth Pledge. With the pledge of youth from various ethnic, cultural, linguistic, and regional groups to fight together under the banner of Indonesia to gain independence. Who doesn't know Soekarno? Yes, the first president of Indonesia. Nobody doubted his enthusiasm to give his various speech to young men to gain independence of Indonesia. So we ask nature what we can contribute to society, nation, religion, and especially to ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen Egyptian scholar from the internet, and his name is Dr. Yusuf Al-Qadar. He said there are three things that underlie as young men aspiration of change. The first one is the young people has a brilliant brain. The second, the young people have a strong vision. And third, the young people have objective attitude. From those days, we know the youth now have a good physical basic. It is for young people. Make our young as time filled with benefit and goodness. Goodness. Before turning off, at that time, our spirit has slackened. What we are waiting for, if we can make those change? I'm sorry, I will continue.
My speech.
From those things, we can know the youth now have good physical basic. It is for young people. So make our youth as time filled with benefit and goodness. Before turning off, at that time, our spirit has slackened. So that day we
bagus Budi. Presentasi ini.
What is it? What is it? Udah buka HP-nya sini. Buka.
Therefore, we must be utilize the strength of 2 days to having education. So they are more creative to making no innovation for the state. So we can join student exchange to get more experience. Student exchange to get more experience. So we can learn everything from students of other country and adjust it in our country and create the more of Indonesia, youth of Indonesia. So we can make Indonesia more tidy and disciplined. Ladies and gentlemen, now I want to remind you, President Soekarno once said, 1,000 old men can dreams, but one young person can change the world. So don't ever hesitate to try, and don't be afraid of failure. There is nothing wrong with failure, because in reality, all successful people have been great by failure. Failure is not outside of success, it's part of it. So I think it might be enough for this speech. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good afternoon, students. My name is Yasmina Belasna from Unit 2, Vocational High School, Jakarta. I'm standing here to deliver a speech about the challenge against hoax, hate speech, and social media abuse. Now we live in two worlds, real world and virtual world. Now it seems like we spend more of our time in virtual world than because from there we can upload and access everything. And even we can explore many cultures by just moving our fingers. But do you know how much that affects us in our daily life? Let's call virtual world as social media. In social media, we discover and know many things that we didn't know before. We search, we learn, we see, we hear, we access everything. And without us knowing, we have been much influenced by the things portrayed on it, either good things or bad things. The good things is, as I mentioned before, it makes our activities more easier and faster. And the bad things include hoax, hate speech, and social media abuse. So now, I'm going to tell you what is hoax, hate speech, and social media abuse means and how to avoid them. First of all is hoax. Hoax is a bad news that is meant as a truth to attract public and incite people to believe in that news. It's not like a rumor that can be true or not, but hoax is totally false news. It was made by people who want to corner parties or taken advantage by harming others. So, how we avoid hoax? We can do many ways to avoid hoax. But one of which is reject the news that we had read before, and make sure we read the news by the right source. We must find out the truth before we share the news and not people's mind, so that we're not being a part who's sharing hoax. That's about hoax. Now we're gonna move to the second topic is hate speech. Hate speech is an action that carried out intentionally or not, either directly or indirectly. Directly is when you hate someone or something, you will say it openly in front of them. And indirectly is when you hate someone or something, you will talking about it behind of it. But hate speech also can be avoided, but the most important thing is ourselves, because all acts of hate speech is come from within each of us. If you hate something, just keep it yourself. Don't spread hate around and let people know what you hate. Or if you really want to express your dislike for something, say it in a good and ethical way, so we don't harm anyone that we have criticized before. And last but not least is social media abuse. Now is the digital era where everyone can access social media very easily, from children to adults, and maybe even our grandparents can access it very easily.
But over time,
But now, over time, no more irresponsible people are posting something that shouldn't be known to the public, which will be seen by everyone without any restrictions. It was like pornography, bullying, defamation, online shop that sells illegal products or content. It will be very dangerous if children or innocent people accessing the website. Children will be watched things not according to their age, and innocent people will be fooled very easily. So that we're not classified as people who abuse social media, we must be smart in using social media accordance with the plans and its use. And do not posting anything that is not suitable for public distribution. So after I tell you what is hoax, hate speech, and social media abuse means and how to avoid them, it can be concluded that if we want to act in something, we must think carefully before and make sure we don't harm anyone. And if we have an opinion, say it politely and not use harsh words. Be polite in using social media and make sure you never honor parties for personal gain. That's about my speech. Please sorry if I make some mistakes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
given to me. Now let me introduce myself. My name is Owen. I'm from Dinamika Pembangunan
Waktunya diam aja.
High School, Jakarta. Well, I'm standing here to deliver my speech, and the topic is what contribution can the youth make for better and greater of Indonesia?
Suaranya kenceng ya?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you know about youth? Youth is the time between childhood and adulthood. We can call it as teenager. This period is known as the time to find the true identity in life. But most people usually think teenager cannot do and give anything to our country. Teenager can only say, hey, we are only youth. What can we do? But we as teenagers, we must change the statement. I'm only youth become I'm the future leader of my country. As what Mahatma Gandhi said, the future depends on what we do in the present. So we must be more creative, innovative, and informative, and then we can do many things for better and greater future for Indonesia. Well, there are some contributions that we can do. The first is never stop learning. We must study and learn something new about everything as many as possible. Don't think about doing this will broaden our knowledge about the things happening around us. Second is focus on the process. Don't think about the outcome and stay focused. If we do, believe in the statement, the result will never betray the effort. So we must give our maximum effort on what we are doing now. So as students, we must focus to study hard so we can graduate with the best result. The third is change your dream. You don't have to be good in academic to make Indonesia proud of you. You can be athlete, musician, actress, actor, and many more. For example, we know Jonathan Christie. He is young, talented, and famous badminton player in Indonesia and also in the world. And he got a gold medal in Asian Games 2018. And another example, who doesn't know Agnes Mo? We of course know her. She is young, talented, and famous singer in the world. And she got many international achievements. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so the conclusion, we are the future of our country. So we must never stop learning, and we must try something new, and we should do our best for our country. Remember, the future of our country lies in your hand, our hand. Be someone or something that Indonesia will be proud of you. That's all my speech. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Ya, give applause for our English.